Hi everyone, this is Ida of Created to Create. I am back with part 2 of the lantern tutorial, and in this part I want to show you how to make the hook to hang the lantern. So it's this piece right here. I believe that this wire, I prefer this wire. And this is either from Hobby Lobby or from the Dollar Tree, quite possibly the Dollar Tree. And it does come in silver and it comes in gold because I've had it in gold. But I only have silver in this one right now, so I'm not going to use that, but that's what I prefer. I did find something in my stash with it, which is a little thinner wire, and it's a little bit more firm, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to work with. You want to be able to bend it. I'm using my Happy Jig, which is a wire jig from We Are Memory Keepers. And this one comes with the nippers to cut the wire and all that. And you are going to need a small plier. And this is what we're going to create. We're going to create this hook plus this little loop right here for the hanger of the lantern. So to create this, you're going to have to get a large peg and then a medium, because there are smaller ones. And you're going to have to put one in the center, and directly below it, I'll tell you how far apart mine are. So mine is about, from top to bottom, well, the space in between is about 1.25 inches, maybe 1 1/8 inches in between the top peg and the bottom peg. And then you're going to put one across each other, and you're only going to go up, I'm going to tell you right now. So if you have one of these, my bottom one is not at the last one, but at the second row, right before the last row. And then I went up 1, 2, 3, 4 rows for my next two ones. And those again are also going to be spaced about, I'm going to say about 1.25 inches, because these are more narrow. It's not as fat as this one. So 1.25 inches here. And you're going to go like almost like a diamond shape. That's what you're going to want. And I will give you a closer look if you want to count. Feel free to do so. But that's where I have mine positioned. And I'm not going to cut a piece off because I work with it in a roll, and I'd rather have, I don't want to cut it and waste, and I don't want to cut it and cut it too short. So I leave it on the roll. The first thing you want to do is you want to wrap your wire, and I hope you can see this, around the large piece. So this one is a pretty firm wire. So I'm trying to bend it and give myself this hook part. That's what I'm trying to do. But this wire is really, really firm, you guys. So you do want to get something that is a little bit more flexible. But I want gold, so I'm going to stick with this one. Now, to create the hook, I'm going to go on the outside of this one. I believe that's how I did it. Nope, it was on the inside of this one. Now I'm going to put a bend in my hook, in my wire, so it'll come straight down. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and hold it in place, but I'm going to wrap underneath that second one. And I'm going to wrap my wire, and the wire keeps it nice and round, you guys. Make sure that the top one doesn't come out. And then I'm going to bring it around the bottom one. Not behind it, but around it. And I'm going to twist it there. This wire is really, really hard. So do yourself a favor and get you one that is one you can work with, but that will hold its shape. So there is the second one. Now I'm gonna go over this last one, and I'm going to just wrap around it like this. Come on, stay in place. I'm going to wrap around it like this and kind of come back up. And now I know where I can cut it. You can cut it. You have to leave yourself enough room here to wrap around the neck of that hook that we created. So I don't need that much, and I'm going to cut it there. I mean, this wire is pretty sturdy. This one is real easy to work with, guys, and it's very pliable, but it will still hold this shape. So now that we have this shape ready, now we can take it off of here, and this is what you're going to end up with. And you want to straighten that hook. This is what you're going to have left. So you're going to go around the bottom one, underneath and around the second one, and then around the bottom one, and then around the next one. Look at that, I was eating a strawberry. Stained my hand. And then this piece, we're actually going to wrap it around the neck of the wire, almost like a hanger type. But like I said, this is like really, really hard wire, and it still ended up pretty nice. So I'm just going to clip it here and kind of close it. See, I only wasted that little piece right there, not much. But you want to make sure that you bend this so it doesn't, nobody gets hurt on it. So I'm going to use my pliers to finish wrapping it around, or to just kind of smash it down where it doesn't have any rough edges, or sharp edges, should I say. And this is being very stubborn because this wire is really hard. There we go. So I just kind of coaxed it to wrap around the hook right here. And here is my hook for the lantern, and this will give it a really, really pretty look. And let me see. This right here, you can cut it a little bit. I'm not going to cut mine. I have tools for making jewelry. So I'm going to see if I can find my tool and give it a smoother curve. Well, oh, here it is. So there's these tools that have like barrels here, and those are to make loops or jump rings and stuff like that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of, I don't know, just make it a little smoother. So there's my hook for my lantern. We're also going to need another small piece of wire, and I'm going to say probably not very big, maybe 2 inches, if that. And with this, we're going to create the loop. Excuse me. We're going to create the loop that, we're going to create the loop to this loop down here. And this is what we insert into the lantern. And then we split it open like it is there, almost like a brad. And that's what holds it in place. So I'm going to take again my tool, or you can wrap it around your jig, but this one's really, really firm, so I'm going to use my tool instead, because it's really, really firm, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to wrap it the way I want. Maybe move it to a smaller one, because it's really firm. Should have used the smaller one instead of the larger one. Maybe this one. So there's different size barrels. If you can see, they're all different. And I want to make it a small loop. You're going to cross it like that. And then you're going to straighten these out, because you're going to want to pass them through the lantern. So we're just making a loop. I can't even hold it, you guys. This stuff is so firm. Normally, like I said, you do want something that you can work with. That's not as difficult to hold on to. Let me see if I can hold on to it with the pliers. But if you get the soft one like that, you won't have any trouble. you should be okay. The only reason I'm having trouble is because I used this wire that's very, very firm. I'm not even sure I can get it in there. There it is. So I'm gonna try and hold it in place. That way I can bend these straight. Yep, there we go. At the same time, you still wanted to have a loop, but you want these prongs straightened up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, this is hard. So you want to kind of squeeze these together, because the more far apart they are, the more it's going to rip or the top of your box. But that's what you're trying to create right there. Just a little loop, and this one you're going to pass it through the bottom loop of that you created, the hook you created, and that's what's going to go into your lantern. And when we put this in the roof, then we're going to have to open these up like a brad, like you would a brad. That way it doesn't come out. So that is what I had to share with you today on how to create the hook that we're going to use for the lantern. Also, this, I've had this a long time, and I don't know if it's still available, but if I can find it on Amazon, I will link it in the description box below. And this is by We Are Memory Keepers, and it has the spot for, you saw the pegs and the cutters. The cutters do come in it. And the wire, I can't link the wire because I'm not sure if it came from Hobby Lobby or from the Dollar Tree, but there is what the packaging looks like, and hopefully you'll be able to find it. It's by Ashland, and it's very, very pliable. You know what, I will look for it on Amazon because I actually want some gold one, and if I find it, I will link it because I want to order some as well. And normally what I do, so this won't spill out, I just keep it in just a plastic bag that, I don't know, I bought something in it, and that way it won't spill out because I have dropped it before and the pegs went everywhere. So this way I don't have to worry about it. It's not going anywhere. And I normally keep my wires in here as well, that I use with my jig, but today I'm not going to do that. Also, if you're creating a fall one like I am, make sure to have your whatever flowers or embellishments you're going to use, because we're going to do this lantern from start to finish. So I am going to decorate it. For mine, I wanted some of these sunflowers in there and some of these white flowers to go along with the stuff that I picked up, to go along with this stuff. And I think this matches really, really well, the colors that are in the leaves. So make sure you have some type of flowers or paper that you can create your own flowers. I'm not even going to use the vase part. These are by Carnation Craft. I'm not going to use the vase. I'm just going to use the portion that has the flowers in it. But make sure you have yours ready. And if you want to put lights, I am going to link some lights in the description box below. And I did find some lights because the ones that I have blink, they're twinkle lights, and I really like that you can change the settings. There's some that you can't, but I did find some in a purple and I believe an orange, so I will link them in the description box below. I picked this one up at Michael's, I believe, or Joann's, and I think Joann's, and it doesn't, most of the candy corns don't even work. Look, there's a bunch of them that don't work. More than half of them don't work. I'm still going to use it because the candy corns are pretty, and I'm not doing Halloween, and these do have different settings. I'm not doing Halloween. I'm doing just a fall. I don't do Halloween at all. So I did want to wrap them around a tree, and it would be a fall tree. A lot of people decorate trees for every season, so that's what I want to do there. Anyway, guys, this is part 2 of our lantern. We've created the roof, we've created the wire for the roof, and then we're going to move on to the side. So there might be like 4 parts, because then I want to put it all together with you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day. Make sure to hop on to part number 3 after you get done with this one. Make sure to check the description box below for any links that I have. Keep in mind that those will be affiliate links whenever possible, and that means that I will make a small commission if you were to use those links to purchase some of these products that I'm using. And it won't cost you any more, but I will make a small commission. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope that you have fun creating this with me. Bye.